Hello, Virgo. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Bonefire Tarot by Gabby Angus West. For supportive oracle cards, Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards by Tori Hartman, illustrated by Gretchen. There's her last name, so I don't completely butcher it. Okay. Virgo. I'm not going to do this like that anymore. I don't want to. Okay. Alright, I'm going to flip these cards. There we go. What do we have here? There's two cards popping into that. Yeah. Okay. Okay, when we're coming into this, Virgo, I don't mean to laugh. These two cards, I looked at them too quickly, and it says Facade and Trickery. But I took the F from Facade, and I went right into Trickery, and it just turned into a different word. Just kind of made me laugh. But I feel like there's something a little weird going on here, because there is confusion in the atmosphere. Like trickery, but like tomfoolery, blankery. Facade, trickery, and growth is on your side. I think you might be playing it very smart at this point. When you come into this, I feel like, when in Rome, do as the Romans kind of feel here. Kind of like people have been messing with you. People tell you one thing, do another. I feel like you have ulterior motives going into this, but I don't feel bad about it. Because I feel like you've got growth. Your bottom line is to make this situation move forward. But facade and trickery is kind of like you're kind of keeping it close to your shirt. You're not letting people know what you're doing here. You're getting people to come along for the ride, but you're not letting them know what you're actually up to. But I really do feel like if this is hitting for you, I really feel it's about kind of like, other people have been playing games and they kind of set you up to fail, and you're like, well, you know what? This time it's your turn. And you're like, I'm not going to let you know what I'm doing. This is going to go back and focus. This is going to go right. You won't do it when I play it on the level, so you know what? What's good for the goose is good for the gander, and I'm giving it right back to you. And this time it's going to work out for the best, though. That's going to be the difference here. Everybody's going to benefit from this. That's another thing. That's why I don't feel bad about it, because you are playing a little bit of a game here. Facade, trickery is what I'm getting. But it's going to work out in everybody's best interest. And I really do feel like this is a response to what's going on around you. Like other people are messing with you. And they're playing their little games. And you're like, you know what? If that's how it has to be, I can do that. But when I do it, we're going to actually move forward. We're going to actually make something better here. It's kind of like it's for best for everybody. You got joy coming out of this. There's stubborn energy around this. With the confusion, if I can pick it up. Ugh. There's stubborn energy around the joy. Because it's like once people realize they got duped. But they were doing this to you, I swear. If this is hitting, it's kind of like they were doing this to you. So, but it's a good outcome. It's good for the goose. It's like giving them some of their own medicine, but there's not really a bad outcome. There's a good outcome from it. I don't know how to explain this. It's like, making somebody do the work and then they get to enjoy the work they did, but they're not expecting to. It's something like that. So it's a stubborn energy also with this confusion I'm feeling. So you might be dealing with somebody who's just kind of like the fact that you got one up on them. They're all bent out of shape about it a little bit. So they're kind of holding this weak grudge. Like, oh, I have an axe to grind. But it's not even that big of a deal. Because I feel like you'll own up to it. And kind of like, well, you were doing the same to me. At least when mine played out, we all made out. Just saying. Wisdom in the Six of Wands, which is the victory card. This is where this is going. This is interesting to me. Because what I'm feeling here is like things are moving forward. Like it's continuing on. It's almost like a gameplay. I don't feel like this is ending. Like this is almost like this one person, whoever this person is, you pulled this. You know, you pulled their own. You pulled their own tricks on them. You did it right back to them. But now they want to perpetuate it and keep it going forward. Now they want to do it again to you. But now, because you pulled it off where everybody made out, now they want to one-up that. Wisdom in the Six of Wands. It's like you're going to make out from this next part. I'm not seeing you really overly impressed with it. It's kind of like, well, I didn't mean to like it was supposed to be a lesson, but a lesson that ended well. It wasn't supposed to it wasn't supposed to amp up this game. It wasn't supposed to take it into the next level. That was not my goal. But they got the Two of Cups here, which is telling me it's kind of like, it's a weird game of get you back, but I don't feel like this is really going bad in the sense of like, they're just trying to make it look like they can plan it better than you can. They want to make it look like they can do it better than you can, and it's perpetuating it forward. It's almost like now all right, now I got you back, and look what my outcome is. It's kind of like, look what I did. Now, oh, you did that, but look what I did. It's like bull, and you're kind of like, you got the Ten of Swords with this, with the Knight of Wands. Like you're thrust into a situation, you're surprised. It's not ending bad, but you're kind of like, no, that's not why I did that. No, you don't like the surprise element, because this is somebody's literally catching you flat out off guard. You had no chance to plan anything, contemplate nothing. It's just, there it is. They're playing a game of one-up. Whoever this is playing a game of one-up with you. And it happens fast. It's like the Ten of Swords because you don't like this type. You don't like how this is happening. It's kind of like going on a weekend trip, and like you get in the car and you know you're like 10 miles down the road and you realize there's a lot of stuff in the car and you're like, where are we going? And they're like, and they tell you like, oh, we're going on a weekend trip, and you're like, I need to plan. I need to get this. I need to get that. I need to let this happen. I need to make sure somebody takes care of that. Oh, took care of it. Don't worry about it. And you're like, no, I need to plan that. I need to know that's okay. Like, I need to know that's secure. It's kind of like that's what's happening. And you're like, I don't like that. Like, I don't like the way this is happening. I don't like, everything is taken care of. Nothing's falling through the cracks. But you're just like floating there. Like, you don't have any stability or reinforcement to really see how it's taken care of. How are things not falling through the cracks? How are things being taken care of while I'm away? How are things going to work out? You don't see any of that. You don't have any connection to that, and you are not okay with it. You're not comfortable. That's the Ten of Swords. Because this surprise like it throws you off balance, and you don't have the ability to secure your own things. You have to trust somebody else to do it, and you don't like that. I don't feel like you like that at all. It's like whoever's doing it, you're just like, no, I'd like to double check, please. No. But this rushes right forward. I'm just kind of like shocked because it's a good situation. You got the Ace of Wands, but the bittersweet is telling me this game of one-up is not your idea of a good time. Literally, it's like a really good event, but it's the way it's happening and the way you're not able to like, secure your own things and understand how things are going to be taken care of. You didn't have time to plan, and this is not making you happy. But it's a good moment. It's bittersweet because it's a really, really good moment, but you're like, the way it's happening, this is not good. I don't like the way this is happening. I do see that you kind of try to get comfortable with it. The Two of Swords is like you get as comfortable with it as you can. For example, if you're whisked away on this weekend and you weren't expecting it and you had things that you wanted to take care of, you're touching base with other people, I feel like, to make sure things are taken care of. You still don't like the way it's working out. It still is not making you happy the way you got kind of thrust into this. But there you are. It's not bad. This game of one-up, you're kind of like, this is not my idea of a good time. Excuse me. Now, I feel like the other person, they get the point. Like, I feel like they didn't get the outcome they thought. They didn't get that response that they thought. didn't really work out quite to plan like they thought it would. But I'm getting the recovery here is kind of like there has to be some type of truce at the end of this one-up situation. And I feel like you're trying to like say, all right, listen. Like, listen, I understand. I did what I did. Everything worked out. I understand. You feel like you have to get me back for that and you want to one-up my situation. I understand that. But now you've done it. Enough. Like, enough. I feel like that's where you're going with this. Like, I'm not into this. This is not really something I enjoy. I don't like this thrown into things like this. Granted, what I did was what I did, and I felt it was the best thing to do based on what I was getting, but that I didn't do that to open the door for you to do this to me the way we're going right here. I don't like this. I don't like this not being able to plan. I don't like this not being able to secure my own responsibilities. I don't like this. So the other side seems to be kind of going at a truce with you in this because there seems to be a really intense. I don't think there's yelling. I mean, take it with a grain of salt. You know if that's happening or not. I see like the Page of Pentacles, the High Priestess. The High Priestess works out the good and the bad. Like, all right, here's the good and the bad of what happened, but what result did we get? What type of after effects did we get from this? Is it going to be better in the long run? Is it going to be, more things to clean up in the long run? It's a very honest energy. A very just like, this is what's good, this is what's not good. Let's just see it for the truth. The Page of Pentacles is slowly working through it piece by piece, kind of like, let's see what's going on here. You're telling this person, don't do this again. You're saying, I feel like you're even coming forward like, listen, what I did, I understand that kind of egged you on. That's not going to happen again. If this is what happens when I do that, trust me, that's not going to happen again. But I'm not into this. I'm not going to go into this again. We're not going to do this again. So I feel like you're also, though, you're not trying to shoot this person down completely. I feel like you're kind of praising them for taking the initiative and doing this and doing that. But at the same time, with creation, with gratitude, like, this is what I liked. If you do it this way next time, I will be a lot happier. It's almost like saying, if you want to surprise me, here are the parameters in which you're allowed to surprise me. I don't know if this sounds nuts. Let me know in the comments because this is how it's coming through. You're allowed to surprise me by saying, this weekend coming up, we're going to go on a trip. And you need to make plans to go and do maybe some type of swimming or something like that. You don't have to tell me where we're going, but you got to tell me how long we're going to be away, what time we're going to be leaving, what time we're going to be coming back. And if there's anything I need to plan for, like swimming or hiking or anything like that, so I can have at least that much to plan for. If you want to keep the rest of it a secret, fine. But I need to secure my responsibilities, and I need to make sure I have enough set up that I feel comfortable and secure about where we're going and what we're doing, and that I'm going to be set and I'm going to be able to look out for other people if I feel that's necessary. So these are the parameters in which you're allowed to surprise me. I feel like that's what's going on. I don't know if that sounds crazy, but it's making me laugh because it's kind of like, you're allowed to surprise me within these rules. You can surprise me with where we're going, but not when we're leaving, how long we're gone, and when we're coming back. That you have to tell me. Like, that part is not allowed to be a surprise. I'm curious if that's really hitting, because that makes me laugh. It sounds a little funny. Kind of like, you can surprise me within reason. Within reason. I feel like this is where this is heading. For some of you, you surprised or you one-upped this person a while ago. You might not be realizing this is coming around this way. I guess just a heads up of what's coming is the best way I could say it. I'm also getting like you're just gonna have to tell this person when they spring this prize on you, like, you have to secure some things or you're not going to be happy. You can't be comfortable until you're allowed to secure some of your responsibilities. So they're going to have to like step away and let you do that if they expect you to enjoy this. Otherwise, you're literally not going to be able to enjoy this. You need to secure your own responsibilities. There's no way you're going to be able to be comfortable or relax if you can't secure your own responsibilities. You have to see and know that they're secure. Okay, anything else? All right, I think we're there. Thank you for watching. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.